Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the daily briefing for Lasham, Thursday, 9th of January 2025. Quick reminder again about the SPL deadline. Recent applications are taking about 6 weeks to come through now, so they're definitely the gap is starting to increase as more and more people apply. So definitely recommend you get it done by end of March. So, synoptic situation then. So, I started with yesterday just to remind us all about the snow that we had at the end of the day. Still a lot of snow outside, actually, Lasham. It's going to be a beautiful day to fly. So, this was midnight last night. And sorry, that was the 12 o'clock. This is midnight last night. So, the fronts are pretty well cleared now. That low pressure is still out to the north East Scandinavia, and this low pressure is still going to hit us from the west, but we're basically under a high pressure influence at the moment. So at midnight last night, there's a northeasterly flow. If I run that through to midday today, it's a northwesterly flow. All the fronts have cleared. The approaching occlusion from this low pressure is getting nearer to Ireland, but it's not going to affect us today. And there are a couple of troughs coming down the North Sea. So if you look at the cloud today or now, you can see there's the bad weather that's disappeared. This is the showers associated with the troughs coming down the North Sea, and here is the occlusion marching its way in. But it's certainly not going to be with us in our flying day, and we're left in a beautiful, clear patch. Rain, so no rain really associated, certainly in the south of the country. There's the dregs of yesterday, a couple of showers coming down the North Sea, and you just start to see the approach of the occlusion, but that's certainly not going to affect us today. And if I run through the predicted weather forecast, rain forecast for the Met Office, we can see that we are actually going to be nice and clear all throughout the day. It's going to be lovely. Okay, so Odium are giving us 7 knots from the northwest, few clouds at 2,200 feet, scattered at 2,200 foot, and they're saying mist. Oh, that's actually gone now, that mist. And so we're going to be nice clear day. If I run through to Farnborough, they are showing a northerly wind at the moment, scattered cloud at 3,000 with a 40% probability of viz coming down to 700 meters first thing. But I think we've actually gone way past that now. Spot winds are giving us 2,000 foot, sort of 310, thereabouts, 20 knots, and then back as it comes down towards the surface. And windy is giving us 7 knots from the northwest at the moment. I've run that through to 2 o'clock this afternoon. You can see it's gone round to the west already. Okay, local forecast then. Beautiful, clear day, all day. Okay, no chance of any precipitation today. I've highlighted the temperature again, anywhere between -5, -2. It's going to feel pretty cold out there today, so please dress appropriately. And the wind's northwest, becoming west-northwest, and then westerly throughout the day. It's got some gusts of 20 knots. I really don't know where that's coming from. I'm not expecting that today, but I guess we need to be prepared for it. Okay, GFS is giving us a max temperature today of about 2 degrees with a dew point at -2. View outside the window. This is the camera pointing north, and a beautiful, nice frost or snow on the ground, and a beautiful clear skies. And we're going to have that all day. Significant weather from Top Meteo. So here's the mist that we did have first seen. This is at 8 o'clock. If I run that through, that mist appears quickly, disappears quickly, and we're going to have a gorgeous day. Sky sight, pretty similar. The mist initially, and a beautiful day. A bit of cumulus, maybe around about 2 o'clock, and then the cloud base slowly coming down as that occlusion arrives. Winds initially northwesterly, becoming around westerly, 8 knots. They're only giving about 10 knots gusts today, which contradicts what I mentioned earlier. And if I look at their cross section, it's there's a mist all clear, gorgeous day, bit of cumulus. And then stratocu as it runs down towards the occlusion with the winds from the west-northwest. No TAMs today, quite a few, not all necessarily relevant. 11 is a good word. Hours for today is 9 till 4. 16 in amongst here is a RAT UAS only at Oak Hanger. 18 and 19 all clumped together here. 18, sorry, over here. Live firing at Winchester, service to 1100 feet. 19 flares by parachute this evening. 20 flares by parachute at Thursley this evening. 22 in amongst there is a Ash Rangers, danger area 132 is activated today, surface to 1100 feet. 23 and 24 are in amongst all that lot there as well, which is flares by parachute at Mitchett and Purbright. That's going to be 5 o'clock onwards. 25 is a rat at Burfield, UAS only, and 26 is a rat at Welford, UAS only. And both of them are surface to 2,600 feet. So if we look through there to the operations for today, here's a cross-section from Odium. This low stuff has pretty well disappeared already. It's a beautiful morning up there. It's been lovely all day, and a bit of cumulus perhaps before the occlusion later on today. Winds 300 degrees coming down to 290. Yes, all nice. So no reported movements today. The mist is clearing. It has done already, I reckon. It's going to be a fine day. Cold northwesterly becoming westerly wind. Caution ice. So not ice on just on the wings of the gliders, but ice on the surface of the ground. So be careful driving the vehicles today and generally walking around. I haven't been on the runway yet, but I suspect that's going to be fairly slippery. Good shoes, please, today. Careful with wheel brake use on the grass when you land, and please dress for a cold day. It's going to be freezing most of the day. We've got 2 K21s on the booking system with instructors and students. K21 booked by club members. There's a K21 available for the casual list. There's only one person on that list at the moment. K13 booked by club members, all other two-seaters free. And on the single-seater side, SH6, 8 and 9 are booked, and all the other single-seaters are free. So by that, I mean discuses, I guess. So we're going to set up runway 27, north side for winching, south side for aerotow because of the crosswind from the north. Taking off on the runway, landing on the grass north or south. It's very, very wet right down the southern end of the airfield. That's not going to change for a while, I don't think. Careful with misting canopies and setting sun later. Sunset for 4:20. Reminder about the buggies and the simulator. And pictorial setup today. Winch is going to be down the far west-hand edge, and we're going to be down the eastern side, winching off the north, aerotoing off the south, landing north or south, and the wind is going to be northwest coming round to pure west by about 1 o'clock. Caution with the cross runways, please. Don't cross them whilst on the ground. The first 100 meters or so is fine. It's just south of that. Okay, right. I'll get myself warmed up and ready, and I'll see you out the launch point shortly. Bye.